All right, guys. Hey, we are back with Go. So we've started Go. I know Kilted Ninja is around. I just saw a message, unless he left real quick. And because of that, we can play Go if you would like. And for not much into watching games, you're kicking about. You want to play some Go? You don't have to. You can say no. It's fine. No pressure. I just know we've been looking for a match of Go for a while now. I see you're 12Q now, getting ready to destroy me and everything I stand for. I see how it is. I see how it is. I know. But if you're up for a match, I can send you a match and we can do it. And we'll even talk about it afterwards, so whoever loses, we can see why. Well, we can try to see why. I know me and you sometimes miss the grander picture, so we might both fail to see why, but all the same. I'm also rusty. I haven't played in, what, a week now? A little over? I don't really remember. 2 a.m.? Alright, it's fine. Alright, let's see what's up in the Go game community. A 16Q and a 19 by 19 deal. The time seems a little restrictive, though. It's not Biyoyomi either. It's Fisher time. I'm not even sure I like that. I don't think you're gonna. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think you're gonna lose. And if you do lose, it's gonna be by 10 points. I'm just being real with you. I very much doubt. I doubt that I'll be able to beat you easily. Azzy's a different story. I can beat Azzy, but he also doesn't play Go. Alright, now we wait. We show our patience. Usually doesn't take more than a few minutes, so I feel pretty confident here. I should probably text my brother. Oh, never mind. I know, right? Okay. Good luck. Have fun. I do a 4-4. I've been trying to work on my corners a little bit, but I haven't had the chance to put it into practice yet. That's going to be the problem here. I don't think that I am a 16Q, really. That doesn't give me the space for a 2-space extension. That's the real problem. If I make a 2-space extension, I'll be kind of cramped. He is building 4-4s, though, so it looks kind of okay. This is harder to make happen. This is fine. I could also approach like this and just kind of make it work, I think. I'd still be breaking up his territory. He gave me the peep for free. If he doesn't answer, he's going to have it. Okay. Which do you do? Do I want to even bother? I think that I do. The reason why is he starts losing liberties on this real fast, and he's got to do something he probably doesn't want to do. It still doesn't have a lot of liberties, by the way. I can extend this later. I might not do it now. It's too small, I think, because I don't think it works right off the bat. because it's technically a ladder towards the end of the board, but on the third line, it's not that bad. I'll crawl a little. Yep, and he has to do that. I actually think I have to do this for safety. Connecting solidly is fine. All right, he makes the eye shape, so he's got a pretty big wall out on the outside. But he had already put a lot of points into this, so in theory he should have had a line straight across. And instead, he just has influence, which is in theory worse. I'm probably around 17Q, to be honest, Skeleton Ninja. I think so. How's tomorrow morning work for you? I don't remember the time difference. So you said right now it's almost 2, meaning that for me it's almost 9. So it's 5 hours ahead. So when I wake up at, like, I don't know, let's call it 9 a.m., for you it'll be like 2 p.m. Like, is that reasonable for you, or at least more reasonable, or not really? That'll reduce this wall's effectiveness. It also helps. He actually felt that was necessary. Oh. Oh my. The reason I like this this move, and I'm sure it's probably too slow, is because I should have wanted to make a stable base, but in the same token, he's got a lot of bad things that are going to end up happening to him in the long run. Yeah, that was really weird. That's bad. He's letting himself get pretty cramped. This is a lot of points for me if he lets me have it. Like, he's threatening to make a lot of inside territory, but I don't think it even works like that, to be honest. Because I'm about to really cramp him in there. I'm taking some of the Aji out now, but for good reason. Okay, that's okay. This cut is now more tremendous. That's way too slow. This is just a slow move in general. I actually want to be the first person to Hane. Okay. Big whoop. I can't Hane again safely. And I do want to keep some points here. But I actually think playing in the lower corner might even be better. It threatens for me to undercut this entire territory. This is a really strange board position. I've never really get people who fight like this. I think it's because he's probably... The corners are still wide open. They're probably the biggest moves right now. The reason that I like how I'm playing it, more or less... This is passive. This is aggressive. What happens here? I have time, right? Yeah. I play here, he extends, I extend with him, okay, that doesn't really look good. Because it goes boom, he extends, I extend with him, he cuts me, he pushes there, I push, he still has 2 liberties. I don't think I can. I think it ends up poorly right now. I don't need to play over here, I think this is fine. I think this is actually pretty big. I think running into his stones here is going to take away most of his points, and that's what he's afraid of. He can't cut, that doesn't work because I have the stone here. I push him right into it. I actually think I can Hane again. But the question is, can he Hane? If I cut and he fixes, and I Hane after that, he pushes and the stone's blighted anyway, which is kind of bad. But if I Hane again and he tries to cut, I guess I'll have a problem. I don't want to do that. I'll play straight. It's not even remotely concerning for me. I still get to Hane here. This Hane is not nearly as bad. And now the stones can almost live independently, that's fine. That's a bad shape. He put me in some really bad shape there. So he's trying to kill, and I think this is the way to stop the kill. He's going to Atari, and I have to connect. I know that mouse over, exactly. I actually think this is fine. He can't cover both. I'll just run to my corner. He still has only 4 liberties, too. I have 4 on this group right now. He still has 4 liberties, but he does have a connecting point now. He'll Hane, and I actually have a problem with that. I don't think the cut works. It does put pressure on this group, but it'll just connect. It'll be fine. I have weaknesses to exploit anyway. Salvatore is raiding with a party of 8. Woo! Hey! Welcome to Real Brapple. I appreciate the raid a lot, Salvatore. Much appreciation. You're a popular guy, Kilted Ninja. Hey, Glorious Cow. It's rare, but it can happen. Lol.
10, 9, 8.
I don't really care about that stone. I shouldn't have played it. It weakened my entire area I'm trying to make points in. That was a bad play too. That was a misclick, but I still don't care about the stone. I'm still not really alive here. That's the real problem. I'm getting greedy and I gotta stop it. He'll have a problem if he has to deal with both sides, though. He's going to block on the top, I'm sure. Or not. Greed can be good, Glorious Cow. It can be. That sucks that I can't save it in time. Can I? Because he takes the stone. And I can't Hane. Because of reasons. That's definitely a plan that I could have here. Depending how he plays. I am Glorious Cow. I'm already in it, though. I've already committed. What's up, Stoned on the Gobin? Yeah, in for a penny, in for a pound, you know what I mean? It's probably going to be a mistake, but I have to try something here. He has a lack of liberties too, and he can just connect back, but any move he takes to connect back ends up hurting him a lot, but not enough. Okay, I think I just have to accept my loss now. Yep. If we waste time on it, though, hey, more power to me. Oh, I didn't realize that. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'm doing great, Stone in the Gobin. Besides some of the smaller problems that are going on right over here, I definitely got greedy, for sure. Besides that, it's going good. I just started today, so... I can't do that because the cut's too bad. I just have to run along with it because I can't let him just poke into my territory completely. I'm not stupid. If I make the top right, by the way, this might actually all work out. There's a lot of stones that I did lose, but not as many as it could be. And I'm just trying to reduce in here the best I can, I guess. Oh, sorry. Yeah, first today, as in I started playing just this game. That's what I meant. I'm sorry. That was very misleading. No, I've been playing for a little while. That'd be crazy, right?
10.
I think I'd be doing pretty good if this was my first game
7.
ever.
6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1.
Trying to think where else is a good move here, because there's not a lot I can do down here that matters anymore. I think I can steal him now. That gets me some points. That's pretty big. I have co-threats too. That's kind of nice, you know what I mean? Does that cut work? No. I think I have to be solid because the liberties in this aren't so hot. There's still a cut, but it's not. I don't think it's as bad. I didn't mean to do that. He's gonna play here. Okay. This lives independently, so... I'm okay with him cutting in. He won't live. As long as this lives, I'm fine. And it will. I can do that because this doesn't work. Bigger points. I should be fine. I don't think he lives here. My real concern is going to be, I just don't want to die with something small. Right? Exactly. Like, that was... He let me put himself into a bad position. I'm just, like,
10,
trying to read
9,
carefully.
8,
I think I have to take
7.
potential eye space away. Oh, I didn't really think about that one, did I? That's a problem. Yeah, well. I can throw in. He could just connect, I suppose. Alright, he's alive, so I just have to survive around him. I actually think this game might be resignable. It thinks this is dead, which it isn't, but... This game's probably resignable. Yeah, that was too big. That was too big of a mistake. I'll resign. Yeah, that was too big. I think I would have lost anyway, to be honest with you, but that was a throw. I guess a throw is only a throw if you were going to win, but that was way too many points. I just needed to connect. If I connected there, I would have been fine. He might have still gotten 2 eyes, but at no cost to me, meaning I wouldn't have lost any stones, but losing the stones on top of that is too bad. You think so? I'm going to look at it in a second. I just like to let them leave first. Alright, let's go back to some of the early game mistakes we made. He did this and then just left, which I thought was fine. I approached the inside. He just kind of let me live down here. I don't think this double cut was great. To be honest, I could have just Atari'd here. And if he played safe, then I just, like, exist. I don't know if I have enough space to live there, actually. I might have, like... I'm not sure. First game ever, right? This cut didn't really do a lot for me. I think it was kind of bad. He put himself in bad shape, but I didn't get as much as I should have out of that. It's still a decent corner, but he got a lot of outside influence. He let me approach him, which was a mistake. And then he let me build a huge territory in the upper right, which I ended up throwing, but that's fine. He has a lot of points here, though, potentially, so I have to reduce immediately. I actually could have just done something like crazy, like just jumped in there, or just taken bigger points in the top, just like threatened to make huge extensions off my territory. That would have been better. I don't think this corner needed to be played more yet. I make this aggressive Hane, which ends up costing me when he cuts. I do live, but barely. I should never have had this problem if I had just not made that Hane. Okay, that makes sense to me, actually, because this looks really bad for him. I'm already surrounding him on both sides, and not that you could get cut in theory, but this is a really bad shape since he has to make the empty triangle to even threaten it. If he doesn't make the empty triangle, well, obviously I'm already taking bigger swaths of territory than he is. Oh, e4. Maybe you wouldn't even play that out, actually. Just accept it. Accept the fact that he would like cap you and you just take this. And you own a big swath corner. He has to take that instead. Not like that. I'm just wondering what would be played. Like, if he does this, what's the best play? Just, like, do that. That's cutting through, though. That looks bad. I'm sure you know a better move. What's the question is, what happens if he plays e5? Just the first move, because I can probably guess kind of what would happen next. Because that's what I'm curious about. Because this does look, I guess, greedy because of your low liberties. But I'm not sure what you would play. I guess you could just play a straight line. No, I know, but why? Show me the punish. Like, I believe you that it's not good. But, like, generally what's going to happen in the games I play, because I'm double-digit Q, I would 100% see this. Like, 100%. Now, I know that cutting through is going to be a problem for white, but my question is it a big enough problem? Because, obviously... Okay, I see it now. Never mind. I see now. Because he gets this shape, which is whatever, but I own most of the corner. This is still my stone. I probably should just take now. Yeah, this looks better. I see why that's not good. I just needed time is all. Alright, fast forward. This whole sequence just plays out dumb. I saved my group a little bit, but, like, I don't know. Some of my fighting is alright, but I definitely hurt my other groups by letting him get more into this. And right around here, when I decided to poke down, I should have just taken a safety move. Like, I should have just, like, played something like this. That's probably a little aggressive. Something like this. If he wants to keep going up, that's fine. I do pressure my own corner, but now I'm, like, way out. Like, it's way hard for him to stop me from going over. But since I decided to get aggressive, then he starts blocking me off from my own corner, and I have to connect, like, crazy ways, and then I make this stupid group. When I cut through, when I let him cut me here, not great. Now, in theory, you can force him to take, force the take, and then, like, play up. If I just wanted to let him have, like, a little wall, he wouldn't even bother with that part. But, like, that doesn't look great, but it's better than what I did, for sure. I end up in this ugly shape. I did save some stones, but it still wasn't what it should have been. And I obviously defended the corner the best I could. My pushes here don't really eat many points. It's not even worth it. So here, the reason I didn't just do this is because this cut looks scary. It's not that bad. Because this group isn't alive yet. So, like, I don't think he can Hane, I guess. But I guess it works out. Not really. I guess he'd turn as soon as he could, right? Yeah, then I have to defend this because of that. So I'd have to play, like, a Hane here. Because if he wants to cut, I defend. It's already a bad situation. Like, it's a problem already. So I had to just strengthen one side, also focusing on some of my points, knowing that independently this won't be too bad. And I know he's going to cut both ways if I let him. I didn't mean... This was an accident, obviously. That's not even what I intended to play. I had no time to undo. I meant to play this. Because then that side's much more secure, and I can deal with this as I needed. But I also should have realized this was already in trouble. So I actually should have just done something like this. He can't really cut now. Then he would Atari, and I'd have to Atari back. He either extends or takes. Taking is fine because I force this and gain better shape because of it. That would have been okay for me. I think this would have been better, and he would have just come into my territory, and that's life. Like, honestly. No matter what happened, I left this too weak, and I suffered the consequences. I should have come back, like this move, for example. Stupid. This, all problem solved. 100% all problem solved. Like, I threw away all these points. Like, what, I threw away, like, all of these points that I should have had? No, I lost by, like, 60. But, like, I would have gained, like, a 30-point swing, at least. From the points I lost and the points he gained. For sure. I would have gained, like, 30 points back. So the game would have actually been doable, because then maybe... You know, as the game progresses, like, we'll go to the end. You know, there's some points to take away here. And this I don't even think this works, actually, but... He can't extend... No, yeah, he can, because I have an Atari. That doesn't actually matter, I guess. Alright, that's not good. The extra Hane isn't great. But I could, like, do this. That should be fine, because I don't think he can do this. This doesn't work. He doesn't have enough time. So I can just, like, extend into his territory. He'll have to block... And I'll make him small. He'll live small there, and I gain some extra points in the corner. I still have this Hane late game, and he has to defend this with something. Solid's fine, but if he doesn't defend this, then I cut like this. He either saves that, and I bust into his territory, or he saves a lower stone, and I do this. That looks way worse, actually, because this is still in danger. Is that mid-left white group? No, he has way too much. I mean, if you hope to kill it... The problem here... So if you mean before we played... Unlikely. There's too many liberties. And once I seal him in, absolutely not. Because, like, what's the best thing you're going to hope for? Playing in the middle to stop from eye space? He already has an eye in the bottom now, and he'll get an eye in here easily. It has too many. The bulky 5 is, like, one of the biggest shapes that is open that dies. And this is, what, 3, 6, 7, 8. There are other shapes. I'm not familiar with every shape in Go. But, like, I know there's a liberty problem here in theory, but I would have to get all of these moves played out first and then take advantage of it. And even then, he just connects. I play that. Now I think he's dead. Yeah, now I think he dies. No, actually, he doesn't. Yep, he still lives. I don't think I can make it a dead shape. Maybe I don't play that then. Maybe I play this, but he'd just wait. He'd wait until I made a shape. Like, he would play nothing, and, like, if I play this, he stops the bulky 5, so there's really not much I can do there, because I can't play this, because, yet again, this doesn't work. Oh, no, he can't, because... Oh, I'd have that liberty, too. So, actually, maybe. If he really let me fill all 3 liberties and then play, and I get first play, then yes. I think. But I would have to take 1, 2... Oops, sorry. This is the wrong playing sequence. I have to take 1, 2, 3 liberties and get the first move. Like, yeah, he has to let me do this. And he won't, obviously. There's still mischief to make over here because he has to block. It's not like crazy mischief, don't get me wrong, but... and he's still got a liberty problem here. So he'll just end up connecting, obviously, but, you know, it could get messy in theory because once I do this... No, actually, it's not messy. He's already fine. He has eyes. Never mind. I can still cramp him in theory if I didn't lose all this. I have this, and he has to defend the cut, so he loses extra points in there. I don't know. I probably still lose the game, but not quickly. This stone bothers me. I don't know. It wasn't great, but it's fine. See... And see, Kilton Ninja, you noticed stuff I didn't notice. You could definitely beat me in a game. You just gotta be brave. Did I lose a rank? I'm not even sure yet. Either way, I made a lot of big mistakes. That was my first game, shaking the rust off. Hopefully I won't do that again. Also, he's probably one of the better opponents I've played because I don't usually play down to 15Q. So I kind of expected that it'd be weird. He didn't play very normally either, in my opinion. He played a really heavy, like let's do different variations to see if you respond well, and I really didn't, which is my own fault. You have to know how to punish handicap game. I don't usually like to do handicap games. They're kind of rough. I play against my brother sometimes the 9-stone handicap, and I still can't beat him, and it just gets frustrating. You know what I mean? It's also just not. I don't like the way they play out. To be honest with you, I don't mind like a couple stones. Like I'll give Azzy stones just because Azzy barely knows how to play Go. So then it's like I can give him a bunch of stones and probably still beat him. Like it's a little different because I'm the better player. But I like playing against handicap versus playing with handicap, I guess you'd say. But we'll be okay. Oh, I still meant to text my brother to tell him I'm playing Go. He usually likes to stop in. He's really rough on me and yells at me for what I do, but I need that. I need someone to, you know, lay the smack down and tell me, like, you can't do this. Like you guys in the chat, like, oh, it's already dead, or, you know, you can't cut there. It's like, oh, you're right. I needed that. Yeah. I imagine so. No, I should have the name Self Atari. I've done that quite a few times. Charybdis. I usually review my own games, Glorious Cow. I only did the phonetics so you can also read it. I usually review my own games just because I prefer, because I find it learning experience. The only reason I let Skorath review my games is because he's my actual, you know, he's my brother, but he's also my Go teacher. So it makes him happy, number one. But number two, it's just different because he's my brother, you know what I mean? I do like the in-chat help, though. I have Cow. Cow is 3Q. Another 15Q, and I've dropped to 17. I thought I had 16 as my lowest, but I probably didn't. I'm going to change that. Especially if I lose. OGS is always the most brutal from my understanding. Threw a bunch of games. I throw games all the time, Glorious Cow. No shame. Is this even needed? I think it is. And then he plays... Yep. I take the stone. He takes the outside. And he should extend. And I think the Hane... I could do it. It's probably worth it. Makes me much more alive and threatens to make points. He's gonna Hane back, but... I don't know if I'd rather the exchange is the thing. Because he gets a lot stronger locally, but I don't want him to get the Hane. So I think the Hane is worth it. It's worth a lot of points. And I won't even answer if he plays again. I think I'm good. I don't need to. If he cuts, I play here. He pushes. That's bad. I would push into this. Okay, that's fine. All right, that's good enough for me. I want to reduce this wall as soon as possible. I can't really play right in here because he has this stone, which makes it look a little bit worse. I guess indirectly I could approach this stone. Not sure where I want to approach it from, though. I could have just played here in theory, but I don't know if I like that. My opening is definitely my weakest. You mean this exchange is good for black? It seems it. I get a much bigger corner, and it seems like he did get a little bit more strength here. P4. Oh. Yeah, I know I can approach like this. Or you mean good as in I made a good move when I stood. I'm not sure which one you mean, because as in if I played there first or as in when I played my second move. Either way. I think so, actually. I think you're right. I think you're actually right. One farther, you think? Like L? Okay. I kind of already have a... He didn't really play a particularly aggressive move here. I don't feel that cramped, but I feel a little cramped. Not really sure how I want to play this. I kind of want to... Not sure. I know, right? Kilton Ninja beat you to it. I'm proud of you, Kilton Ninja. This group does have pressure on it, but I don't know. I don't really want to run with him. If I'm solid enough and have access to the bottom here, I should be fine. This Hane seems small, but the group is kind of sort of in danger. I think if I just play like this Hane, I threaten this stone a lot. What does that even gain me? He just gains more strength for it. I don't like that a lot. Empty triangle is never the right answer. It threatens to poke out. I'm considering playing this because he'll naturally play on top of me and I'll connect back, leaving me with kind of low liberties, which is the problem. But he has 2 cut points that are get kind of bad for him. I like 06, actually. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take your suggestion. If only to see what will happen, but I think it's fine. He can't really cut here at all. He can, but it gets kind of iffy for him. He could cut me. So now I can play this, and if he caps me, he's in trouble, right? Maybe he decides to turn instead, because I fill... He'll take that, and then I connect back. Now I'm kind of cutting through him, right? Because I care about this. That seems kind of pointless, though. I guess I get inside move pressuring this for free, because he kind of has to stop me here. Right? I don't know if he actually has to, but it seems bad if I disconnect these two. And if he stops me here, I'll jump on top of his corner. I'm looking at R5 right now if he lets me. If he thinks this is important enough to answer, I will go over here. I don't want to cut. It's not worth it enough. It's not really a ladder if he doesn't have low liberties. I care a lot more about this. He didn't realize, but the process of making me strong here, like just having a lot of liberties, means now I can be aggressive and he has to live in this corner. I'm wondering if this is just worth taking as is, though. I don't really care if he lives as much. I want all the points in the corner. So I don't want to be greedy here, because I think the longer I play this, the worse it gets. Yeah, I think just take and keep part of a good chunk of the corner. Because if he doesn't run out right now, he loses a lot more. He could actually play a Hane here. I would play that instead if I was him. Because I have to respond, and then he's already... He gets Sente back. I thought about just standing up taller. I was just a little worried that it gets a little dicey. I mean, I would have the bamboo joint, which would be fine. Yeah, see, that's the better move. The only problem is he leaves a cut for later. That's, way later. But there's Aoji left in the corner for me, not for him. And I have decent corner points, especially considering that he tried to play a lot of moves over here just for one approach. He does have two walls facing each other, which can be bad for me because now an invasion here looks a lot worse. So I need to reduce almost immediately. I'm probably going to play in the middle if he lets me have Sente back. Like, I don't know what he would play that's severe enough for me to answer. He might play over here. And honestly, I think I would ignore that. It's not nearly as big as anything in here. Like, this is worth a lot of points. Okay, fair. I kind of agree with you, Glorious Cow. I guess the one thing wasn't going to kill me, so it really doesn't matter. I just kind of thought that the reason I came over here was to kind of take the corner, and if he takes it back, I don't really have the corner anymore, but I guess it's a Ko, so, like, whatever. That kind of does stop the invasion a little bit. I will accept the undo. I'm polite. Right, exactly. Double-digit Q. You gotta feel every stone is precious. I don't know how close I can get to him. He's going to try to cap me inside, so, like, I think I can afford to do this. I kind of want the corners, too, though. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, like, I think I can afford this, but this seems better for me. But he has a lot of points, so I have to be a little, just that tiniest bit more aggressive. That one stone difference. Okay, he doesn't care. I'll answer because I don't have a base. I'm kind of jammed between these stones, so I think it's worth it. I still don't have a base, technically, so I think playing this way is better, because if I try to squeeze under the corner, it doesn't work as well. And I have a free move over here whenever I want it, basically. I have to live still. Yeah. I don't have to answer again. He has 3, and there's really no way for him to answer in a way that gets him eyes, I don't think. He's just getting a lot of potential territory, but I want this one because it gives me more space to run into. Like, this stone can go this way now. This way looks worse. I can afford that, right? He can't cut here. This is not good. He can push into me and I'll play this, but... With this stone, I think it's fine. Hey, you couldn't be more aggressive. I'll show it in the review. I can't read that many moves ahead, but I'm almost positive he dies if he gets separated from his 2 stones and he dies for it. At least one of the 2 dies, and that's all I need to live. That was my goal. If I live here, then this stone has a place to run, and that means all of this Moyo ends up not being much, and I have 4 corners technically. I'm sharing this one, but still. This seems small, but helps me live. This is free, but gives him points, but only on the 3rd line, so that's not as bad. It's not free. He actually doesn't have to answer this in theory. Yeah, but this stone right here, if it lives, is looking much better. And this corner is really big. This one could be big. It really depends. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It just looks really good for the extension. Again, it strengthens this stone, which I care a lot about right now. I care a lot, even though I haven't played near it. And if he doesn't defend, my push looks kind of bad for him. I don't know if I have to push again. But it weakens this. It weakens all of his Moyo. Why not? He'll Hane, and that's fine. I know he's going to Hane. I don't think I can Hane back. I know he's reducing points that I might have taken, and I get that. So I think I actually have to reach out with this stone. He has to bring the stone out directly. Yep. I'll make it messy for him. These aren't connected yet, but they will be. Now they're basically connected. And with this living, all I need to do is reduce points, basically. And he's still not necessarily doing as hot as he could be.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
He's going to get some points here for sure. He has to pull it out. He can't play into this as long as I do that. Now I have to connect, but I've kind of just poked out a bunch of his points. That was kind of the point, right? Yeah, well, that's the thing, is I threatened to... I don't know what that does. It doesn't do anything. You know, I just took away all the points he threatened to make, basically. And that's a huge loss for him. This is actually still big, by the way. If he closes this off, he gets points there. Now he doesn't. I know this is big, too, but... Yeah, we all got the stone fixation, you know? We gotta save your stones, right? And the big thing here is that, okay, thanks for helping me connect, dude. He'll probably make me connect and then try to cap me here. But the best part is I can just jump out from this instead. Like, I'm not particularly worried about it. I have many entrances into the middle right now. What? I'm not going to let you do that. I don't care about that stone. It really doesn't matter. That's the best part. Like, it actually doesn't matter. I thought so too. I actually read that. I didn't want to say anything, but yes, it is. He can actually push successfully, and I'll cap him at the end. The next move. I didn't have to defend there. He actually still has low liberties in this. That's Aji for a little later. It's not worth it right now, but I am playing a little bit around it, but I'm not gonna like 100% commit to it right now because it can still live. He can still, you know, get out of there. It's more just about what I can do as time goes on. If he doesn't get a... Oh, this one. Oh, yeah, you're right. I guess he thinks, like, I'm not going to connect. This side seems more important. He'll get more livable space next to the corner. I think he still lives, though, right? Am I wrong? We'll see. I wasn't sure if it... I'm not sure. I wasn't sure if it would work. He didn't seem to care. He stopped me from poking into territory. I think he's still dead over here, actually. And he's trying to make points over here, so I think I have to address it. You know what I mean by that? Like, I can't just let him...
10, 9, 8.
I'm actually okay at it. I'm pretty sure he dies, and even if he doesn't die, he's going to live so small, and I don't actually need this. It's not worth as much as most of these other, you know, points are. Okay? That was not what I meant to play. Okay. I meant to play straight. He's going to lock me back, unfortunately. I don't know if that stone matters enough. I think it does. It's really what's stopping that from living. He's got a liberty problem here. He could block me directly, but he starts having problems faster than I do. I'm just reaching out, whatever. I think so, too. He also just didn't realize these white stones just died. If I play here and he plays there, I actually can't poke down, so I think I have to do this instead. I think the honey doesn't work, but I'm not even sure. I have to be careful here with liberties. So now I'm just fine. Now I don't even have to worry about it. Like, it's dead whenever I feel like it. I'm undercutting everything now. That's the best part. I still have 3 liberties after this whole thing will be played out, but I'm going to do this now. Was it? I'll look Glorious Cow, don't worry. I'll look at this group again. I promise. We'll look at the review, it'll be easier. He's afraid I'm gonna kill him. I mean, technically speaking, that's a legit fear. That's the best part. No, you're probably no, I'm not mad. I'm just saying I think you're correct. I will definitely look at it when we get to that point because it's important. Here? Maybe, I'm not sure. This is unfortunate for him. Hello. He loses. He can have this whole thing. He can close this off. Game's over. Yep. And that was a disaster for white. No points here now. None. No reason to bother playing that. I'll just poke more into this. I get a big dragon poking everywhere. Yeah. I'm considering bigger points, though. Like, this is actually worth a lot down here. And we're just talking about endgame, you know what I mean? That is too. Though I'm actually going to threaten him first. Does this work? No, it doesn't. Yeah, I know I'm ahead. He's afraid I'm gonna invade. I don't care enough to invade. He has to play another thing, so that's Sente. Now this is legit because he didn't save the stone. Yep. Yep. I still have a liberty, it doesn't matter. Alright, I have an idea. He's trying to save this group, right? I can play one more play here and still be okay, but he'll get that endgame for free.
10, 9,
So
8, 7, 6, 5.
Now this doesn't work. He might. It's okay. He can live. Honestly, he can live there. I still win. Like, that's the best part. Like, it's fine if he lives. It really doesn't matter to me. Because of the... I would still have a bunch of liberties if I did this, right? None of my groups are in danger anymore. Why was this even important before? Because
10, 9.
This had low
8,
liberties, right?
7, 6.
I think he still lives here no matter what I do. Yeah. That's fine. He can live wherever he wants, basically, as long as I get something for my time. He still didn't answer this either. That's actually like a disaster. Like, that's so bad. Like, that's so bad. He's now in danger of dying. In theory. I mean, I know he'll connect, but... I forgot about it. It's so big right now. Way bigger than this was. He's going to lose all of his points. And he still has... there's still Aji with some of these things because they're in danger. I don't even know why he's playing anymore, to be honest with you. Which one are you going to fix? That's the best part, is I'm literally taking everything from him. This is, like, so bad. I think, that's more or less run its course, right? I'm not. There's not a lot of
10,
points left there.
9, 8,
This is still worth something. That's the dummy point now. It doesn't even matter. That's one. I actually want this one, to be honest with you. This cut doesn't work, so, you know. I want this one because it puts this in Atari, so he has to answer, and then I can... This actually doesn't even mean anything, I don't think, but... No. So Atari that he has to answer. Then I'll do this one. Thinks the game is close for sure. Is it not counting all my points? No, it is. Minus a point or two down here. Yeah. Oh, he's got a lot of co-threats. If he doesn't fix... Actually, there's nothing on the board worth that much. If he lets... This dies. This whole thing dies. No, it's worth it. He could do anything. I don't think that works. Oh, it does work.
10,
Stay solid. That's fine. Don't know what you're doing, sir, but it doesn't work. I don't even... I'm just going to go there just because he could make me fill it at some point anyway. So, like, whatever. There really isn't a play. Like, that's the funniest part. Like, he doesn't live here no matter what he does. I don't even have to. Like, he's dead. He doesn't have two eyes. I just need to
10,
make sure that I have liberties, I
9,
guess. I mean,
8,
I suppose
7,
I'll just take the shape point. What's he do? He can't play this. It kills him unless he connects first. I just don't see it, honestly. I know. I'm focusing on this a little later. I just want to make sure this doesn't go wrong, because I guess if I lose this corner, I probably lose the game, but I shouldn't lose the corner. I really don't see it. He should just resign, like... Because if I take this ko, the game's over. This is the only ko threat he really has. Nothing else threatens me that much. He's gonna waste all his time. I'm gonna lose the liberty anyway. I might as well make him lose a point for it, right? Yeah. Like, I don't know. It just seems weird to me. I have this liberty and this liberty if I take this. If he connects, I take that. I can't take that. That's the problem.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I don't need G7 though. Like, I'm just considering how to make this a better situation for me. I guess I just make him take repeatedly until he dies.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Like, it doesn't even matter what
5.
shape he takes it in. He still dies. So I'll just threaten to take this and just be done with it. Oh, gosh. Can't play either of those. He actually can't play up here anymore. I have 2 liberties and he can't play anymore, and then I take. Yep. He can connect at R19. That's his only play he can even make in that corner. So I'll never play here again. He can't play in any of these spaces. This is worth a lot, actually. Because he'll start to eat up. Like, if he eats that, he'll get a large portion of points. Whatever, I'll answer. That's fine. That's not worth that. Well, it could be worth a lot. Play safe. I'm ahead, right? Not just because the game says so, but because, you know, I'm waiting to take that Ko. I think there's not much else he can play that really I care about. G7's not the move. This is the move. This isn't worth enough. But the Ko will be.
10, 9.
The funny thing is I don't even need the Ko to win the game, but I want it. There's still a point for him here. That's Ko threat, too. I don't even know why he doesn't see the Ko, but that's why I'm not drawing attention to it, because I win without it anyway. I'm about 10 ahead. Okay. He dies. I don't see a Ko threat for him. Though there are some, but it's not important enough. Okay, you lose. This whole thing is dead. I don't know if he doesn't realize that. Oh, that's not true, actually. No, that is true. It's dead. It's dead, 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 dead. See, this agrees. I think it was actually bigger than this down here. But I still win with this, so it doesn't really matter. He should resign. 1, 2. I mean, what? Okay. I will. Waiting for him to accept. He tried to click it at first and then realized it was dead. I mean, it has 1 liberty. I mean, I don't know. That was a good game. This could be you and Kilton Ninja. We could have had a nice close game till the end where he threw this group away. You could throw that group. Alright, I'm gonna wait till he's gone to do the review because I think it's polite. I don't really like to do the review when they're still there. I just find it to be rude personally. It was worth what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 34, 35 technically. 35 points. Okay, go sort your cat out. This is worth a lot. It wasn't nothing down here is worth as much unless he killed. Are any groups actually still assailable? I don't think so. This group is safe, unfortunately. This group is safe. Yeah, all of his other groups are pretty safe. This was a little mistake by me for sure. He's still there. Yeah, I mean, so that's the thing is my best thing I do is fighting. I shouldn't have actually let this live. I probably could have stopped that, but other than that, my fighting was pretty on point. All right, if he's not leaving, I'm doing my review anyway. I don't care. I gave him a chance. Oops. So, oh, he's gone. Okay, cool. From the beginning, I approach this side because this is in the wrong direction anyway, so I don't really care. This is to my understanding, this is a pretty typical shape. You don't have to do this exchange. I mean, it's going to be alive regardless. It has access over here in theory. I don't really need to play this to my understanding, but it's a good amount of points. I felt it was worth it. He already had this stone for concentration, so his stones look worse just because, like, they're too concentrated. And he answered because he didn't want me to turn, I guess. He shouldn't have answered. I don't think this is a big deal. If he does something else and I come over here, like, there is a cut. Oh, that is a bad cut. He'd just play that. And then, like, yeah, I gained some extra points. It doesn't seem that big. He should ignore this. He didn't, though. Oopsie. So I got Sente. I went on this corner because it looked okay. You think I should have just played this. So what I've heard is that the computer doesn't like this as much. Of what? Where should white attach? Like here? Are we talking about this now, or are we still back before? Oh. Okay, that makes sense. And then I'd have to live low in the corner or something. Alright, I kind of see how that might work. Or I could try to aggressively do this, but that gets messy. Alright, I see that. The reason I've seen this before, though, is because I could have I've seen that computers are liking this less and less. So I've heard. It depends on the board position 100%. But they like this less and less depending. I don't know the board position as well, but it's whatever. He played this, which is kind of okay shape, but not great. It gives me the opportunity just to stand and make him look silly. He extends, I extend. He plays on the other side of me, but I'm already live. I just kind of like played some moves to be safe. And I also put pressure on this group. Then he didn't answer. I'm now 100% fine. I'm threatening to poke out in the middle. So this is a bad move, right? So his stone has three liberties. It now still has 3 liberties, and it's my move. What's he threatening? To cut this stone off? I don't care. This is in way more danger. He let me get basically better shape, and I knew that he now has to connect, right? If he does this, it dies. Here instead? That's fine. It's a co-shape. I just worry about this. You know better, obviously. You're a better player, but before pushing up. Okay, sure. That's fine. Just connect. It still makes his shape look really bad. That's fair. Okay, I can see how the exchange might be better. Fair, fair, fair. He did play very poorly, so it worked out just because of that. He can't cut. So I connect back. And now this looks really bad for him. So it's like, okay, say bye to your corner. I let him take his stones if he wanted them. He fixed his cut, so I get the first move to reduce, which is basically an invasion. He approached me, letting me get stronger where I was weak. Approaching not bad, obviously. I still have to struggle for life. But then he plays this. This can work to take the corner. But the problem with taking the corner with a 3-3 is you let them live on the outside. Now, granted, it's hard to live on the outside with these stones, but it's possible. Unless he played better. And then he does this. Don't know why. Corner's dead. Then he said, yeah, I'm going to take all the sides. And it's like, all right, I'll just live in another corner. Yeah, I don't get it. He let me live in all the corners. I love these exchanges here. And yeah, that can be threatening, but I get this move, right? I'm connected. I'm okay over here. He can't really do anything with this. It reduces any points I might take, but I just don't like this move. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe computers disagree. But, like, if he wants to, like, approach me, he should be further away so that I can't put pressure on the stone, right? Because then he gets free moves on the outside and I'm cramped or something. It just doesn't look good the way it is. I just make his shape look silly. I poke right through the middle of him, and now he's on the run. Like, he's trying to close me in, but makes sense. So, I mean, I'm already alive because I'm connected back to this group. I guess he doesn't believe it. So I make him, I prove it to him, basically. Oh, by the way, the reason this works is because if he tries to play in here, I kill instantly. So I already knew. I actually knew when I played this that happened, because he can't even do it instantly. Because what you do is this, followed by this, and he can't go anywhere. So I read that. I know I play fast, but I already read this out. I knew this was fine because of the lack of liberties. He read it too. He realized the danger, so he connected. I connect. Yeah, I mean, I played all around here on purpose so that this stone looked better and just made it happen. I played on top because it's worth a lot of points. Threatens liberties. He just tries to disconnect me. It doesn't work. I just take all of his points away, basically. When I poked in here, which he tried to keep this for himself, that was, like, really bad for him. I played aggressively because I know I could. I just kind of poke in wherever I feel like. This is where I make my first mistake. This cut isn't great. These stones will live, but so here's what we were talking about before. Just Hane. This was my concern. So what do? Oh, right. And then just connect. Got it. That makes more sense. Okay, I agree. I was pretty sure this worked anyway, because he can't poke here. Can he? Because he'll die. Yeah, he'll die. I mean, there's nothing he can do. So he'll lose anyway, but you're right. My move's messier and gives him more chances at me to mess up. These pokes are great. Oh, this, by the way, the reason I left this opening is because if he does this, sorry. If he does this, he dies. These, for me anyway, at my level, these are like hugely important moves, right? Being able to extend out here. So the alternative is to do this and then let him block me. And now I don't have any access to this. When you can make aggressive plays, now the result is I'm all up in his territory. Like, hugely so. Oh, where was it? I cut here. This cut doesn't work. If I really want to threaten him, I poke right through the middle. He connects. I Atari. Atari. Kill. This just works. Should have read it. I should have read it better. I should have waited. Because this 100% works. He can't cap. So he'll probably... He can't even save those stones. He'll let these stones die. He'd play a safety move. Atari, he can't save it no matter what he does. He'll try. It doesn't work. He'll force me into bad shape. There's nothing to be done here. It's just done. He'll take liberties and try to threaten this stick. So I'll end up having to do this at some point, but he can't live. Unless I'm wrong. This move just works. He might live here, and that's fine, but it won't be a disaster. This, on the other hand, does not work. And even when he did this, like, that's the reason why it doesn't work is the Atari. If this wasn't Atari, like, if I already had that move, it's fine. Because then this doesn't put me in Atari, right? So let's pretend it's not an Atari. And I just do that. And I guess that's what I wasn't really thinking about. So, of course, I save the more important group. But then he turns, and it turns bad. But, like, man, can you imagine the game, like, how not close it would have been if I just did this instead? Oh, wait, no, this doesn't work. Because I have to block. Right. He does that. My bad. I still forgot about the Atari. So what do I do? Yeah, that's what I do. I play this. He connects, and I just cut away all the points he might get. I just take these points away. And then I think he has to play this, because if he doesn't, Atari... Well... Is it still dead? He has space for eyes down here. I think he'll be okay. Like, he's connected, right? Because all I can do is, if he doesn't play there, I have a forcing move. But he has too many liberties to attack directly. So I try to make... Oh, you're right. Yep. He'll have to answer... Yeah, because he'd have to have this move. Well, it wouldn't be one eye if I didn't play that. So if I try to just put pressure on the group directly, I mean, he makes another eye and he's fine. But you're right. If he doesn't immediately... Well, he gets Sente. So, like, when I play this, it's his move. If he plays... Yeah. He's dead. You're right. Can I just play A17 straight, or does this... No, wait. Don't save it. Right. You're right, because this doesn't matter. Yeah. He can take that. It's irrelevant. You're okay. Correct. All right, so the sequence should go right from the beginning. Bam, bam, bam. He has to save one side. This is the smart side. In my opinion. When I realize that, I have to take this. I think. Yeah. And that's a false. No, that's two eyes. Wait, what did I do wrong? Right from the beginning. Hold on. It's his move, right? This is the move as far as I'm aware. If I do this, he can live. Because this is how it was set up, right? This is the start. Because he makes me do this. It's his move. So it's his move, and if he saves this, then I get to have this. And okay, he lives. You know, he's actually already alive, I think, but whatever. He's alive. I take that. There's nothing that can be done. I mean, he just, whatever. He does something somewhere else. And that's done. Yeah. So basically he has a choice. You're right. He has a choice. When I play this move, he has to cap. I connect. He now has a choice. Save this group or die. He can't save this. It's impossible. You're right. That's how this plays out. Save the group or die. He should choose save the group, which I actually think either of these moves do it, to be fair. Actually, any of these 3 moves should do it. He just has a lot of space because this is a bolt. This has the 6th thing. It's probably the worst, actually. I think this just works. No, it doesn't work. Oh my god, I can't believe that either, dude. There's a lot of plays in there, but you can live. I know you can. So going to that. So I did all these exchanges because they were big, right? I already had T15, and he thought this was worth it, which is fine. This isn't. So I shouldn't have done this. I should have accepted he was alive and done this instead, but I get to it eventually, a couple moves later. This is so bad. You can't do this because the Atari lets me in, right? So when you have this situation, you have to give up the stone, right? So I don't even know. You do this, right? Because if I take, you seal me in. No, actually, that doesn't work. You seal me in and do that. And yeah, I'll poke a little bit, but that's it. That's as far as that goes, right? And I'm still at a Liberty problem, so I'm going to have to connect back at some point because, you know, if he plays anything threatening. Like, you have to lock it in somehow. The way to not do it is to let me take the stone, because now I have full access. And then he tries to, like, this is the smart move, to seal me in far. But the problem with that is, this is not the move. This is not the move at all. Like, I don't even know. This is the move, right? I don't have any games to play over here. There's nothing. I can't play this directly. I can't do this. This? Okay, so I do this. And this. That's okay. And that might work. I have this. It's not big. That's fine. This does just work, though, to be fair. The difference is 1 point. And this is solid. There's no, like, thought. It just, I'm sealed. This is not the move. It's not threatening anything because the bamboo joint. So I just Atari. And then I Atari. And I connect. I push further. You know, and I Atari him again to push even further. Like, look how many points he lost. The difference is gigantic. It actually might have cost him the game minus this little co over here. I don't know. So, when I do this is for life of White's group. He can fill right now with no cost. I get Sente, but he's alive because there's 2 eyes here. That's literally it. And this isn't a false eye because even with this, they're connected. So it's one of those rare situations where I don't think it matters. Oh, that's not true, actually. He has to say this anyway. But he could easily, this is my move, actually. He's still dead. He's still dead, isn't he? Oh, wow. I didn't realize. I didn't need the co. This actually, so is, the co doesn't matter. Yeah, I mean, he dies either way. Yeah, he's dead. I was wrong. I thought the co mattered. It doesn't. It doesn't at all. He's already dead. That's crazy. When I played this move, he's already dead because he should have, instead of taking this stupid move, he should have seen the threat and done that. Alive. That's it. Because this is now an eye. And that's still an eye. So even when I force this, he's connected, he's all alive. Easy. Well, no, so if I... Hold on. If this is life for these stones, they're not connected. So he has to connect, and that means he has to have both. he has to have the ko and this. Like, he has to have this move and this move to win the game. Well, to save the group. If he had instead of this done, hold on, this, those are two eyes. I threaten. He connects. He's fine. I. H12 or G7. So G7's one eye. However, the problem is... Oh, this is another eye. Okay, I got you. All right. Yeah. I got it. So the ko is important if he takes some of those big shape moves. But they do hinge on this too. So he had a chance to make an eye here. Which he didn't. But he has another chance to make another eye, right? So he can save this group, which he ends up doing. He ends up taking that move, right? Yeah, he does. But that's the thing, is he needs a lot to save everything. The ko instantly kills this if I win it. And if I get the chance to play this, which I didn't, then this will save him. So this move is riskier because all I need to do is play one move and everything's fine. Because he has an eye up here and they will connect. Like, unless I take the ko immediately. So I have to win the ko and have that move. It requires two moves. While the ko, it's just a ko and I win. Like, I win the bottom, no matter what. The bottom is dead if I win the ko. So I figured it was safer. Now, granted, yes, this is for the whole group. And he has to play this immediately, meaning I can take the ko anyway. Yeah. Absolutely. If white gets either... If white has this eye... I should just draw. If white has this eye here, and this eye here, which he already has, and he connects, he's alive. But... he can also live by making two eyes on the top, but if he gets disconnected, the bottom dies. So there's definitely... there's a lot of space for him to live. But I figured just take the bottom, easy win of the game. I could let him have the top, basically. But I could have tried to be more aggressive, but if he's competent, it wouldn't work. Right? Because basically what should happen is I play here. He should just be safe, right? Top group lives. Alternatively, he just fills the ko, and I can't take this now. Actually, yeah. If he played smart, he's just alive. Hold on. If I play here and white fills, I can either poke out this eye and he takes another and they're all connected, or I poke out this eye and he gives up 3 stones and he lives. So the 3 stones would absolutely die. Yeah. So if he played smart when I first played this and just filled the dang ko, the shape, everything lives. As long as he answers. I'm either going to play here or I'm going to play here. He just has to play the opposite. It's Miai. Just play the other space and it's fine. In fact, my only move is here because I threatened to take stones with it. Technically speaking. There is no other move because, you know, these stones are mine now. That's how it should play. So that's actually very complicated. I'm glad we examined that, to be honest with you. That's, like, so interesting. So I take this. He's now alive on the top. He has 2 eyes. If he doesn't get this, like if he doesn't get the ko back, he dies. Want to go back a couple moves? I think so. Not right away. If he throws in first... Oh, yeah. Ooh. Yeah. You're right. I thought you were right when you said that, but... I would just have to connect this back. Yep. I'd have to give up these stones. So I wouldn't lose the whole chain because I have to just cut the dead weight off, basically. Well, it's hard to see too. Like sometimes throw-ins aren't obvious. He was trying to take liberties. I did the smart thing and just connected. All right, Glorious Cow. Have a good night. This is definitely a good game, though. So, white... Oops. White blocks me, I play in, white blocks here, black blocks, and I stay. The problem with this one is white has a lot of stuff to do. Like, the Atari doesn't matter, so I play somewhere else. If I ignore, white takes, and I die. So I actually would have to, immediately after 5, I actually have to connect. White gets this nice forcing move, and now I'm kind of in a rough spot because white can do some stuff, but not too much. I don't know how I feel about that first one. This one seems bad to me. But it's probably white's best answer then, actually. This one gets complicated. White blocks that way. You push in, you jump out. He blocks, you connect. Why? Why that? Why not this? Both of them. The first one's bad for black because you have to immediately connect, and it's still, you have to connect again. Because if you don't immediately connect as 6, if you do something else, the first two both lead to death for black. I mean, granted, it's white's response, so I guess it should be, but I don't know if black should necessarily play that way. Let me look at the third one. Maybe I'll be more impressed. White blocks, black pushes. White does that shape. This makes more sense to me. This is a very typical way to push in. This makes a lot of sense to me, actually. Because black can't play in and threaten these cuts at all. So it's just leaving Aji for white later. Like, white does a lot. Black reduces some points. I don't know how my invasion should have been handled, actually. Let me think about this. I still think when I first jumped out, white should have just blocked. Yeah, white could have tried to recover. White should have just been solid, to be honest with you. That's bad. This looks better. Actually, no, it doesn't. There's way too... Black takes way too much. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, honestly, that's what happens when you leave this. If I get this, it's already going to go bad. A normal white move is just this. Right? This is typical. Just accept it. There's nothing that, is that bad. Even if he jumps, he has to connect back. You just take your safety. Yeah, he can poke in a little bit. Not a huge deal. It's fine. And black is still Aji for white later. You know what I mean? That's normal. You just accept the loss. And black will probably do that. Black could try something like this. That's fine. Because of the Atari, then you get the chance to fix. Yet again, still Aji. You have to cut it off right off the bat. You just net. Some people want it like this. I don't like that as much just because you kind of have to... Well, that's not too bad. What about this? Does that work? Not really. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad for white. Okay, maybe that. Yeah, I mean, everything looks bad for white, basically. I think this could work. If black stones die here, which I think they do. I'm not sure. There could be other variations, but I think if you just stop black from doing anything like this, that could work. Because then black is literally kept to this. He'll push eventually and you have to stop. But in general, this works. I think this move is the move. This is fine. This is safer. But I think this actually works and probably reduces a little bit stronger if you play in the variation I just tried. So maybe. I don't know. That was crazy, though. That was nuts. Let me tell you, that was a nuts game. Alright, so... Where am I at now? Let me change my things here. I'm done fighting 15 Qs. It's been like all day for me. Two 15 Qs. Trying to make me have a sad time. I don't want sad times. Do I have like nobody on my friends list who's even remotely close to me? Besides Daedric Stone, who doesn't play Go anymore. It's just you, Kilton Ninja. It's always just you. Like, cause so as he's unranked, because he's new, right? That's fine. My Go student. Oh, cool. 16Q. Should be a good game. As a student, so I won't count him yet. Bergie doesn't really play. He just tried it. Day doesn't play anymore. All high ranking. Doesn't really play. He just plays for like once in a while. Doesn't really play. So it's kind of hard. Let's see if I can get a better opening this game. And not allow Moyos of Death. Temptation's strong, but I'll do it. It's not always nice, but I kind of like it. It's fine. He extends. Yep, that's a normal Joseki. Look at that. I'm gonna play here because he kind of has a little bit of a wing going out this way, so I'm gonna reduce this. Touching, huh? I'll stand. I'll take the bigger move. I don't care. That's not enough. That's not enough points. Like, that's the reason why it's not Joseki, to my understanding. Okay, that makes more sense. I'll take this nice big extension. Yeah, white usually extends out, yes. The problem is he already has a counter pincer sent up, so a pincer looks bad here. I was actually thinking about pincering to weaken this, but he already has a base here, and it looks kind of rough. I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable. I have a nice left side here. He has a kind of nice top, but not yet. Honestly, this is really big. I know this group is under attack technically right now, and he's going to try to play in the middle. I understand that. But I think it'll still live because of my strength over here. Well, kind of strength over here. I think it's fine. I have a lot of space here to live. These are kind of small moves, but it's just securing the fact that I'm fine. And his wall already looks kind of silly because it's facing like this. And it's not really in a lot of danger. He could Hane, which is kind of ouch, but not too bad. That makes a lot of sense to me. Make the corner worth what it is. This is actually a good move. I like this move. That's not threatening enough for me, to be honest with you. Is this worth more than what he has? I think the answer is yes if I get it. If I play this, I get some more corner points, but is it worth it? I think if I just jump out, I threaten this group more. On the right, I threaten to like jump in. So if he doesn't answer on the right side, I'm going to jump in and reduce all those points. If he doesn't get those points, then the game's looking rough for him. Thought so. I had to defend my points here. I thought he might do this because I have a lot of points. He kind of has to do something. So pushing me down to the third line is probably the best he can do here. I didn't really expect to get all of the points. I kind of already knew. It's not in danger yet, actually. That makes that move a little bit more questionable. And now I will do this. It's sort of like a leaning attack. It's not really an attack very much, in my opinion, just because of some of like how it's going to work out. But crosscut, I dare you. Crosscut. Do it! Oh. No, okay. It's fine. And now he's getting forced down here where he wanted to be making points. He'd already have the shape point for the mouth shape. This is already pretty fine. I don't want to do that. It kind of weakens my shape. Where else can I do stuff? Can I actually just come out into the middle a little bit here? I'm not sure if it's worth. His corner's probably fine. That's kind of the reason why I'm a little bit hesitant. Like over here. Could work. I like this move a lot, actually. Sure, that could work too. Here's why I like this move. He's going to be tempted to play R9. Can't play R9. Oh, you cannot play R9, my friend. Here's why. And I believe now that I'm in here, he's got some problems. That's fine. No worries. And now he lost a lot of the points that he should have got down here. Now, granted, he's threatening to make points over here. But this group's actually separated. Yeah. He's going to cut too. Now I don't care if he cuts as much. This is already solidified. I'll get back to this. This group is not alive yet. It probably will be. He has plenty of space to jump out to friends. But I can use that later. I'm walking on Sunshine over here on the 4th line. I don't care. And I will Hane if he pushes along with me. I'll turn. Easy turn. Huge. Yeah, it will be. It doesn't feel as big right now. It's big enough. It's big. I know he's getting points here in theory. But the best part about his points is that they're going to be kind of small here. And I have time to come back and potentially take some points here. And this is huge. I've just made this even bigger than it was. So I'm not sure if I'm actually ahead. I definitely think that I should be ahead. He doesn't want me to poke in. Too bad. Go ahead. Try. That's what I thought. In fact, I'll use this little Atari right now to strengthen my cause. I'll wiggle my way right in. He can threaten both simultaneously, which is kind of not good. He is. That's the problem that he's going to have, like, quickly. It is a snapback, isn't it? Yeah. I'll just take something else that's kind of big. This isn't worth a ton. It's worth something, but it's actually only like 10 points. Because the stones, right? It could be worse. I'm pretty secure on the inside. It's whatever. I need to actually use this to threaten these stones. If he'll lose as much as... if he loses another group trying to take this, like having to take this, it'll be worth it. This is bad shape, but it's fine. It's not fine, but it's fine. No, that's fine. That's an okay stone. I don't care about it. Take it. I'm going for bigger game here. See? He'll still live because he'll connect this all back, but not without cost. I just made a new group that cut through him. This is my specialty, if you will. And if I can get this stone out, which it looks unlikely, but if I could get the stone out, he knows well enough that I have to block this. I could actually have taken this for free, though, I think. Ready for this? I don't need to be connected to that stone. I don't know if he realizes that. He's going to take this. And that's okay. Because now I'm connected. This is his points. And this points. There's so many cuts and so many Ataris that it just doesn't look good for white in the long run. This is a ladder, so I have to make him take the stone. I basically solidified this now. That's a lot of points. And this is a big play too. That's okay. I don't mind. I knew he'd play it eventually. I knew that was a big play. This is also a big play, and I actually think it might be worth it right now. I'm not sure, though. I actually think I want this. I hope I win this game just off of all the nonsense. This is how you fight. This is how you fight. Ah, he realizes it too. He's probably so mad right now. Doesn't matter, I take. He's an Atari. He'll be an Atari till he dies. Fair. That's not a real cut. He thinks it is. It's not. This is still not necessarily a settled group, but I don't know how I want to play it, to be honest with you.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
This lives otherwise. It's fine. I don't have to take it right now. I can strengthen myself instead. No, I'll be fine. Oh, no, you're right. No, I have the extra liberty. I'll be fine. That bothers me, though. That group is still not alive, by the way. He's strengthened on my upper right. If this dies, this stick here, he is in a lot of trouble. I have to do it now. I take this, he cuts here, I play out, he plays out, I play, he plays, and I have a problem.
10, 9.
I'll let him take the 1 stone, that's fine. I'll just make him take it back. It's not worth the co. I mean, I'm not going to take it now, but I still don't have to take it right now.
Ten, 9.
I'm reading.
7.
I'll play somewhere where I don't
6,
have to read as much.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'll leave this alone for now. I don't think I can kill it. There's just too much space. That's points. I mean, that's worth. And he has enough stuff here. He has 4 liberties. It's not a huge deal. I'll leave that for later. That's
10,
probably already dead, actually.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
There's only 1 eye here. And it's not even necessarily developed yet. He's got 1. It's still not an eye. He's dead. This dies. Game's over. Honestly, I mean that. Dead. Dead. I own this entire top of the board. And this lives, to my understanding, unless he has some shenanigans to pull. So I should probably make sure this is alive first. This is just like a... Inside here makes it easier to make eyes, so just make it safe, you know. He's taking endgame points. I respect that. That's a fair way to play. So this is dead. So I can actually take this mostly for free. That's nothing. Who cares? I don't want him pushing through here because it actually gets kind of weird. So this is just like a don't do that play. Because nowhere else he can move I really care about. I don't think I need to connect now, but I will. Yeah. It thinks this is alive and I still win. It's not alive. It's very dead. He can't play up anymore, so the stones can't even do anything. Yeppers, I figured he'd try. It is worth a try, actually. I agree with that. He needs to try. Sure, as long as he doesn't think that that's alive. Solid victory. That was a big one. This getting all of this is a gigantic amount of space, especially since I live here, so he doesn't even get most of that. That's a huge win, actually. 55.5 points. He played well too. He actually his Q5. Yeah, he has to answer the cut. You mean? Yes. It's registered as a dying point, but it doesn't even matter. Welcome, by the way, Farafay. But I mean, I won by a tremendous margin, so it doesn't really matter. In theory, because in theory I could have potentially caused some chaos down here too, right? If I can fill this and he doesn't fix his cut, which would be a point. I cut on this side. He can't defend here, so he takes that. I take over here. Well, yeah, the guy gave up, obviously. What's the AI think? It thinks this was a losing move. If he does this instead... I never usually look at this. I love when it thinks you should just leave, basically. I think that's hilarious. Alright, I'm going to do my little review. Okay. I was going to say, in theory, if he doesn't fix... Well, hold on. So he passed. But I play this. If he doesn't fix, which would cost him a point, I do this. He has to do that. I do this. He can't do that because that creates a huge problem. Which I think... He can't answer. I guess he could. He could just do this. Okay, I don't think it matters. There's shenanigans, but I don't think there's enough shenanigans. There may be something. I don't know what it is though. Anyway, we'll go to the beginning. So I approach this stone. It's okay. Just make it kind of normal shape. His shape looks a little bit disheveled just because it leaves this cut for later. Oh yeah, that's absolutely a co-threat. 100%. If there's a co-fight, that is disastrous if he ignores a move. He'll lose everything. He'll lose absolutely everything. He approached me. That's fine. We played a very normal corner there. He touched. I stood. He made this, which usually you just, like, do that. That looks fine. But he made a very slow play, so I said, okay. So that's fine. He made this extension. It's a little large. It's not too bad. I probably can't invade just because of the strength there. I didn't care. I said, okay, I'll make the same extension, except mine looks way better. Like, infinitely better. He approaches. I back up, which is also reducing some of the territory he threatened to make because he played on the 4th line. So, like, you don't want me to play under your 4th line stone, I feel like. He threatened this group. I ignored solely because he let me. Like, he shouldn't leave here. He has to stop me from taking the corner. And then... I'm still not really alive, so like I'll have to like close it in, and then if he wants to, he can either like cramp me, or then he can go take Sente, because I'd have to do this. But instead, this is huge. This is so many points. The lower shape. Is that because? Yeah, tell me where you'd like me to play. I still answer this. I cut solely just to get shape. I get enough shape. He approaches, so I just close off the corner. I just say, that's fine, I'll live small. I'm assuming he wants me to to fix, right? Is that what you mean? Okay, I understand what you mean. Because he should have to fix, and I leave the stone for Aji for later. Is that what I mean? I've seen that a lot in some openings. You just kind of leave a stone there for Aji. Either way. He plays this, which is a good move. He reduces me. That's fine. He doesn't... So this is the problem. He doesn't have all the stones when he does this, meaning that I get to leave. And if he does this later, I can always come back and fix. So that's kind of bad. I poke out just to kind of take points from him. So this is the play. You can't do this. Atari. I take. He Ataris, that's fine. I just connect underneath. No big deal. Well, I take his points anyway. And I still threaten to connect later. He runs with me a little bit here. I think this was a mistake. This was huge. You cannot do this. Yeah, he let it happen so bad. You cannot do this. This is so bad. I know he wants to take these points, but, like, you can't let me turn. If you just played with me, that's not so bad, right? Like, I do this, that's fine. We continue, maybe. I can't Hane again, necessarily. And he's going to threaten to make these anyway, because later when I try to close in, he closes it. Like, I don't know. You can't let me turn. So because of that, I get way more space than he should have let me. I poke in because that works. Because of the Ataris. I do almost make a critical error, though. With my liberties here. I throw this group. I didn't realize the throw in. So as I threaten him, he throws in. I say, okay, it's dead. My bad. Yeah, you tried to say it. Not a problem. Because I utilize what I have to make these stones live. Because I have a lot of threat right now. Because of this. This Atari is a disaster if he ignores, right? So like he could just like cut or something. I Atari. Boom. What's he gonna do, right? He can do that. Okay, that doesn't work so well. Why doesn't he? I actually don't know why he doesn't. I'm one liberty shy. He should just do that. He should just do this. This bides me time, but not really. I was just trying. He made a critical error by instead playing there. That doesn't work. Like, this is not the move. So I did that. I'm already out now. Now it's a disaster. I cut the crap out of him. He lets me take this at this point. So here's the thing. This means little. This means a lot. Get it out. Or like this. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Really, anything. Yeah, I'm black. Like, you can't do this. It's dead now. Best he can do is this. I do that. He's dead. He could try this. I do this. He Ataris. I'll pull back. He could connect, actually. I give up the Atari. Never mind. I do this instead. Still dead. Yeah, awful. Awful play by white. He let it die as soon as I play this instead. I make him take on purpose because he fills anyway, and it strengthens my outside shapes. There's not cutting points. I let him take the stone because I don't care about it. But, so here's the thing. I played here. He only has one move. That's the move. I do that. He either gives up the stone. Oops. Gives up the stone. Okay, solid. No idea. He didn't see it, obviously. There is no other play. This is the play. Nothing else saves them. It's very important. He tries to Atari me. Okay, I'm safe now. Now he has the problem of trying to close me in. I knew the double cut worked here because if I cut him this way, he has to save the stone. Yeah, exactly. He has to save the stone. I cut again. He actually right here should Atari back. I'll have to take because I can't run the stone out. And now he's fine. That would have been smarter too. But instead he tries to save all the stones. So that's dead now. He doesn't realize it, but it's dead. I shore up my corner because I didn't even think I could kill this. Yeah, it would help this a lot, actually. I kill these two because he lets me. He makes a nice ugly shape there. He tries to kill this, which doesn't work. As long as you let the stone die here, it's fine. I make sure they're dead. That kills. He doesn't realize it, but it's all dead. He thought the Atari would get him space. I don't really care. Endgame points, endgame points. This is just to make sure he can't push in, because basically if I ignore this, I have to block one way or the other. And I think I have to block this way. And it kind of creates cut points, which are problematic because, like, you know, very quickly you get problems in that sort of scenario. F18. Oh, well, yeah. Well, that's the thing. I can get a F18 for free. That's the kill right there. Atari down in the corner. Sorry. So if I block this way, like this, that's definitely not it. I think I have to do it like this. Yeah. That's what you meant, right? Because that works. Yeah, I guess it's fine. I was just worried. This takes out all the Aji. There's nothing now. There's literally nothing. Nothing you can do, ever. He thought taking a liberty would trick me. I actually didn't even need to answer, really. I could have just ignored this and done something else. And then I can answer later. But I'm ahead. There's no reason to play stupid, so I just saved it. None of this works. None of it. He's dead in all parts of the board, so he realized it and he passed. I think he thought this was alive, maybe, but it's not, obviously. This is alive. I can't touch that. This is obviously all alive. It's huge. But there is endgame. So, like, what he should do here is this. Because it's a Dami point. It saves the cut, I think. I don't think there's a cut anymore. I would do this. He has to fix this cut one way or the other. This. There are co-threats. So this is going to be a really long, drawn-out process, I think. Because technically a lot of things are threats to what I have going on, right? So, like, you could do this. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about this cut. This doesn't save him. Sorry. Well, it does, actually. It still kind of works. Only because I have to play this first. No, it works. That works. It's still a, I can't play here. I can't play here. This works. This is fine. Any fix is good enough. He just needs a stone, because this works too, because I can't play either of these. Either of those two fixes it. Oh, if I play before he does anything? Or, okay, hold on. So his move, he fixes this instead. I fix here. He's just going to do this. I don't think there's anything I can do here. Like, I'll play out, I guess. Maybe. I mean, if he doesn't play anything, now it works. Because he can't Atari here. Oh, right. This is I have to take this first, number one. So he waits until I take it to fix. But this fix does work. I think. Yeah. If he doesn't fix, he's dead. Because this, He can't Atari this way because it's already dead. So it's Atari this way. I play down. Oh, wait. It's actually already dead, so he connects. I'm sorry. I play like this. He pokes. He's dead. So it necessitates that I have to take this and this before he fixes. It's 2 moves, and that's the problem. And that's why you're not going to see it very often. Just because, obviously, you know... Obviously, he's going to realize it, I would assume. But, that's definitely... There's points, because I can take a Dame point to make him fix. So, he loses points. So, he'll actually lose by a couple more than it looks like, I think. Yeah, for sure. If he didn't answer, he's dead. If he's stupid, and I was like, oh yeah, this, and he's like, oh, that cut doesn't work because of whatever, like that, it's fine, I have space. He dies. Like, that's so bad. Because basically what will happen is he'll either be smart and do this. I take Ataris, and now he's alive still. He just lost some points. That's the smart play. Because there's no more Aji here. Like, this doesn't work. The dumb play is to ignore and then do this. Because then he realizes he has to Atari, but he's dead. He's already dead. Like, there's nothing. Everything will die down here. Like, it's so not good. And I guess at any point during this, he could realize and try to make shape. But I'll just turn. I don't need to keep running along with him. I got 3 liberties. He's got 2. There's nothing he can do. It just doesn't work. So, like, I'll just keep running. And if he tries to make, like, I don't even know what he would do for eye shape. I'll just poke in there. That's fine. Not that it would have worked anyway, but I'll just exist. He'll show me what? Like, this is so... not... I don't even know why he would answer these 2 things, but... it'd be beyond me, right? So, where are we at now? We back to 16Q? I hope so. I think so. We won 2 matches. Lost once. It's not too bad. Game chat. I'll go back to the game. I'm already at my game thing. Alright. Why there, though? Oh, you mean how white survives? Because white lives this. So this is yeah, white will live regardless. If you don't have this liberty right here, well, right. So that's what I'm saying. You have to have this, otherwise the cut doesn't work. White will be fine. Why would white play like this? This doesn't make sense to me. Alright, so hold on. You cut. White connects, that's fine. You go in there. I wouldn't fill that. What's black do? I mean, you might be a better player. I don't know your strength, but okay, hold on. Thank you. Because what I'm reading is this, you don't need to do this. Because in your, what was your variation? I'm sorry. Hold on. I don't think this matters. If you don't take this instead, and you instead poke out, you have 3 liberties and he has 2, and it's his turn. So, if he plays S2, you play here. He has 1 liberty, he has to fix. He's at 3, you're at 2. But you can play this where he can't approach. Oh, wait. Hold on. Wrong. You play here. Followed by, what, here? No. Maybe you're right. Let me keep reading. Let me keep reading. You might be right. You might be right. Obviously, like I said, I thought you were stronger than me, so I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they are. They are. I actually have something on my phone. So wait, let me ask you this. So white plays S2 instead of connecting. Does black push? Is that the move? Because if so, doesn't this work? That gets the most liberties for your... No, not really. I'll engage 1. So here's what I'm reading. As soon as you play this, black could threaten the top. White does this. Black, I guess, Ataris. White takes. Black can't do that at all. So he has to do this. I actually think, maybe I'm wrong, but if black, hold on, if black plays 3, this works. All right, show me version 3. No, I'm still working it out. What about that? You don't defend. Oops. When the cut happens, you play this. Oh. Oh. I get it. I get it. All right, you're right. You're 100% right. So, in fact, this cut just works. Nothing, I don't think anything white could do saves white. You're right. Thank you for that. I'm going to show my... That's crazy, by the way. That's nuts. I can't believe that works without taking this liberty. Wow. I'm just like, I'm appalled. Like, I wish my brother was here right now, actually. Like, I need him to talk about this with me. It's not a Seki, is it? No matter what happens, this is advantageous for... White just lives. Oh, white can't approach. Right. Never mind, this is Seki, you're right. Yeah, so Seki here and Alive here separately, interestingly enough. Yeah, so white's best play is a Seki. You can't do this because you won't be able to approach. What about this Ko for white's life? What about that? Oh, never mind. Never mind, that's stupid. That was wrong. Yeah. B doesn't... Yeah, exactly. Black can't do that. Yeah, that was a dumb... I hope that's exactly what you just showed, by the way. V4. So black comes. White does that block. White... No. White can't S3. White has to do this. Anything else is instant death. That doesn't work. I don't know what white does here. This... Because in the Seki variation, black pushed into that. But in this one, black just passively takes that. Because if white doesn't take... Boom. No way to save it. It's done. White might live up here. Maybe. Probably not, but maybe. No, actually, white won't live up there. Oh, actually... No, that's still death for white. So S3 doesn't work. White has to connect. And black just does this, I guess. There's really no way for white to play around it because this leads to instant death for the white group, which means that white can't approach anymore. I'm right? Parfait? That's death for white, without exception. This is crazy. I normally would have ended my stream like 20 minutes ago. This is what I love about Go. This is such a complicated corner. Like, you want me to play out S2? Okay, so white plays S2. Doesn't matter. It's instant. Corners are great. S2's instant. I love corners. There's no way. There's nothing. Like, nothing white can do because black just plays that, and that's the end. You know, white can try to get fancy, I guess, and maybe play this. Black doesn't care. Well, okay, that's fine. Black can play away at this point. It's already dead. But if black really wants to be a jerk, let's take a liberty away. What's white do? That doesn't work. Take a liberty. Okay. I'm waiting. Before I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Variation 5 coming in. There's no approach. Oh. Is it Seki? I think it's Seki. Nope. White has... Ooh, white has too many liberties. This doesn't work because white just takes. Like, that's instant. That one's easy. What else could black do? Can't do that. Can do that, though. Oh, also could just take the Atari that I left there. Stupid. Let's do this. That doesn't work. It'll just be death for white. Yeah, sorry, that was a mistake. I think this is a play. I think T2 is a big shape point. I think it just saves the black stones. There's nothing white can do. For sure, for sure. I think I'm right, Parafay? I think this is Parafay. There's no way. As long as you play this shape and connect when white does this, white has no counterplay. Because that doesn't work. Because you Atari. Once that's like that, you take this. White can't approach right away. So white tries to live in Ko. Right? Or do you just connect? No, you can't do that either. Oh, you can do that, actually. Oh, no, you can't. Shoot. You don't Atari, then. You would take another liberty instead. How is that one supposed to work? Am I responding incorrectly? I'm like so concerned now because this seems to be bad for black, this Atari. But if you ignore the Atari, it seems worse. Well, starting back, we take this, right? But what if white takes number 8? Eight seems problematic. You could try to Atari, which white kind of does have to answer, right? And then I don't know what you do to make good, maybe you take an outside liberty? White can threaten that. Doesn't matter. You don't play there at all. White can never approach, so it's Seki. Unless White can approach that way. So that's a problem. No, this you're right, this isn't Seki because White can approach because the lack of connection at 9. Maybe you just take the liberty right off the bat, but that doesn't seem right either. Crap. Crap, crap, crap. Yeah, there's nothing. That works too, by the way. That's a dead shape, right? Just so we're clear, I'm pretty sure that shape is actually dead anyway. No, he keeps ignoring... No, it's not dead, actually. I'm sorry, the 3 over there. You would have to have all of those. That's not dead. So it's a Seki again. I think, right? That's a Seki. Because White can't approach. White can take this, which he has to, right? Because if White does, I don't know, nothing. Oh, Black can't approach it either. Doesn't actually matter. Oh, oops. So it's a Seki. It's got to be. This is a Seki too. Hey, just so we're clear, Farafe 100% did not know all these variations when this started. You mean like this kind of ko? That's a double approach ko, so that seems bad. Double ko, I mean. Because you can't approach like this naturally. Because White just does that. And then you're in trouble. Seki. Am I wrong? I'm pretty sure it's Seki. We're going a half hour over just to talk about this stupid shape. I hate ghosts sometimes. I'm pretty convinced unless I'm wrong, this is the point White has to play here for sure. We've discussed this. Black has to descend. Black has to make the shape 100%. At this point, if White plays ideally, it ends in Seki. That's not the variation, I'm sorry. Because White should... As long as Black takes this, White shouldn't be... No, it's not even true. No, that's true. White can't approach, because if White approaches, he's still an Atari. And he can never connect to get more liberties. So it's Seki. I mean, it is. So the best that White can do is a Seki. The worst White can do is die. So I think, unless I'm wrong, tell me, 6 is the ideal variation. Well, right. I mean, a Seki's fine. It reduces points for sure. White gets nothing. But I mean, the alternative. You know, what was the alternative? White gets... Okay, you're right. This is pretty good. 3, 6, 9, 12. He would have had to fill 1, but 13, 14, 15, so he'd get 14. So yeah, so that's a loss of 14 points for white. So this play for black loses white 14 points. Nice. Well, okay, I'm definitely going to talk about this again with my brother because I just want to show him how crazy that's like an expert level Sumego right there. Either way, I am going to be off for the night. I actually have to open another window because it's Twitch TOS. Whoop. We'll see if anybody else is playing Go because, you know, I like to raid streamers who are doing the same thing as moi. If not, that's okay. There is somebody. Hey, Wakes is following. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciation. You know how much I love those new follows. I'm sorry that I'm getting off in like 20 seconds, but all the same. By the way, Parafay, you are like my favorite for all of what you just taught me, by the way. That is like nuts. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Before I read anybody. Alright, I'll try to do what I can, Kilton Ninja. Absolutely. Thank you for the follow, Farafay. Much appreciation. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Farsife? There's an S in there. I can see it now. I didn't see it before. Farsife. Spelling your name is actually hard. Thank you. How do you spell your name, Farsife? I hope that was accurate, by the way. I gave you a follow back, by the way, for all of the help I have received from you today. I figured I'd do the shout out, even though not that many people are here. I am going to raid. I can't even find it anymore. My window closed. Can I even spell that? Of course, I did it incorrectly. I can't spell for the life of me. Okay, I did it right. We're good. Alright, we're gonna raid Sadakatsu. I've never been here before, I don't think I've ever raided this channel, but like to show the love, right? Like to share what I can. I've already seen the funniest comment in the chat. Sorry, ignore me. I'm a quad-digit Q. That's how I feel sometimes. Ignore my ridiculous thoughts that you could kill somebody. I am 100% wrong. That happens to be like literally all the time. So I'll be back on Tuesday with Dota 2 because that's, you know, what I play for my weekdays. I will be playing more Go on the weekends, which is Friday and Sunday generally. I might even play this Sunday, actually. So this Sunday, I might play Go for at least part of the stream, maybe the whole thing. I have a huge amount of Go that I want to get into. I want to learn everything there is to learn. So I appreciate everybody for coming, for the raid, all that. And I will kill the Ninja. I will see you tomorrow. Everybody else, I will hopefully see you Sunday.